Did the Tulsa Police Department hide DNA evidence that ended up exonerating a man convicted of rape? That's the question at the core of the case of William Henry Jamerson. And as Channel 8's Burt Mumolo reports, a bombshell allegation was made in court today.
This has been a nightmare since day one.
If the act of jaws dropping made a sound, the Tulsa County Courthouse would have been deafening this morning.
I have no faith in the police. I'm sorry, I don't.
In the early 90s, Glenda Davis was the victim of a rape, and the man who was convicted of doing it, Henry Jamerson, walked out of the courthouse right next to her today.
I'm hoping that Mr. Jamerson can forgive me for not having the knowledge to not know any better, to not even to be able to trust the DA or the police and what they say.
Davis says following the rape, she was told by police that Jamerson was the perpetrator.
They said it matched. They have it. It's there. It's in the rape kit.
Tulsa police, influence her to, say all that stuff.
Jamerson ended up being exonerated by the DNA, but not until he had already served his full prison sentence.
So it wasn't like that they test the evidence to get you out.
No.
You actually had to go through your whole...
I went through my whole sentence.
Which was how long?
24 years. Yeah.
And that's not even when jaws started dropping in the courtroom.
It's a shocking story, Burt.
Attorney Dan Smolin was contacted by Jamerson after he had already served his time to help him track down his DNA evidence from the case. Evidence, he says, which officials claimed didn't exist anymore since it had been destroyed by court order. And when Smolin realized no court order actually existed...
And I said, Judge, there's no court order allowing for the destruction of the evidence. I want a full chain of custody on what happened to the DNA and what happened to the rape kit testing. That took us 7 years. And then finally, when they couldn't produce a chain of custody, they said they have no other choice but to let me go search the property room.
It's here where jaws drop. According to Smolin, 1 month before he was set to search the property room.
Apparently, roughly a month before the search, a decision had been made internally at Tulsa Police Department to go ahead and hide that DNA even further so that they would prevent us from finding it during the court-ordered search.
When the DNA was finally tested, Jamerson was cleared. Smolin is now asking a judge to make the police internal investigation into the matter public.
I think that the media should be getting it. I think that people should be pushing to have it released.
A case of shock and awe, with a rape victim feeling traumatized twice.
What's your message to TPD?
Stop setting people up. Do their job right.
And a man who served decades for a crime he didn't commit, now seeking actual justice.
Who do you want to hold accountable?
The Tulsa Police Department.
Burt Mumolo, News Channel 8.
Now, we reached out to the Tulsa Police Department, who told us that an officer was demoted as a result of their internal investigation.